Welcome back to the channel, guys. This is another reaction video. This time it is me checking out the Medium reveal trailer for PS5. I know absolutely fudge all about this game. I can see that obviously it's going to be rated M for mature. There's going to be blood, sexual themes, strong language, use of tobacco and violence. If done correctly, that's my kind of game, but we're going to see what this is all about. I sense that there's going to be a supernatural element just based on the title itself, but this is just going to be my reaction to the trailer, and we'll have a little bit of discussion around what we think is going to be and what we feel. So let's crack on.
It all starts with a dead girl.
Always does.
A forest. The moon. Scent of pines.
I already said lavender, but
the gunshot.
ooh, it's a horror. Yes, please.
Every story has two sides. A regular, rational one,
Graphics look
but
good.
also a darker and deeper truth. Not unlike a nightmare. I can see both.
Okay. Bit
Worse, I can live them.
I'll show some gameplay.
Sadness? Marielle?
Split in two worlds.
It's coming, Heaven.
Oh
September 3rd. I don't know how I feel about it. Initially, it's a very, very short trailer, so there's not much to go on. We haven't got much time left before that's released. So September 3rd this year, PS5. I'm a bit of a mixed bag of emotions, to be honest. I love the supernatural element. I love anything that's horror based. If they go supernatural, it's a brave step. I cannot stand it when developers sort of perceive a game as supernatural and then they go down this sort of thriller, it was all in your head kind of route. Can't stand it when it does that. But it looks like they are going full on supernatural with this one. I'm trying to see Unreal Engine's in there. Matabu, never heard of them. Not sure, to be honest. I think the split screen thing is a good idea. I think it's a bold move, but I just can't see it working. I can see it becoming quite annoying very quickly. I think it's a nice concept that you've got the living world and then the spirit world on the other side, and she kind of merges both. There's obviously going to be her spirit self and her human form. I would imagine she's going to have to do certain things in the spirit world in order to be able to move in the physical world, such as fight spirits, move things, use her powers to manipulate the environment in order to move on. And I think that's a cool concept. But there's games out there that have already done that and have done it a lot better. Games like Portal, Control, just to name a couple. But I don't know, it doesn't scream anything amazing. Once I started seeing some of the gameplay, I was a bit like, it's pitched as a horror, but I can see it playing a lot like Control, so it's more action than horror, which I'm fine with. But I liked the first half of the trailer when it was all about the jump scares, the setting, the environment, whereas this feels more like it's an action game now that I've watched a bit of the gameplay. I don't know how to feel about it, to be honest with you. I'm excited in a sense because it's something original. It's not really been done before. Hopefully it brings something new to the table and it's not just a rehash of games like Control and Portal, and it is something that's fairly unique. It does remind me a little bit of Beyond Two Souls with Ellen Page in it, but I don't know. It has to bring something quite substantial and new to the table, I think, to do very well, because as I said, there is a few games out there that are very similar to what this looks like that have done very well, that have built up a very good fan base. So what they don't want to do is make a completely new rehash of those games. But if it works, borrow stuff from it by all means, but you have to deliver something completely original. Otherwise, I can't see this floating much past the first month. There's not much out there in terms of what's going on with the game at the moment, because obviously this is a reveal trailer, so this is a very, very initial hello, we're here, this is coming. So we're going to get more news on the gameplay and stuff as time goes on, I would imagine. We'll find out more about the mechanics of the game, how it's going to work, and potentially how long it is. So I'm intrigued and I'm a little bit interested, but that's only because I'm a huge horror fan and I loved Control and I loved games like Portal, Beyond Two Souls. They were really, really fun games to play. Good stories on all of those as well. All of them had sort of supernatural aspects. A lot of it was psychological, but there were supernatural aspects in there as well. And it was all about manipulating the environment and using your powers to sort of change the outcome of the game. And if they throw stuff like that in there where you can sort of use your powers to change the direction of the story, I think that's going to add another layer of interest for people. And I hope they go with that. But more to be revealed, I'm sure, in the coming months. So that's my initial thoughts, guys. I'm kind of on the fence at the moment about it. I want to be excited for it, but there's nothing in there that immediately jumps out to me. I loved the first 30 seconds, and then when it sort of went into the action bit where there was a split screen, I was a bit like, Be interesting to see as well if that plays as two-player, as couch co-op or online co-op, or whether that is just you have to use the same stick. I can't see how it will work if it's just one player but you've got two characters, unless they do what they did with the Brothers Tale game where you have one character on the left stick, one character on the right stick. But for a PS5 title, it's going to be more in depth than that. I would imagine there's going to be more in depth controls and mechanics. So it feels like it's going to be a two-player game, whether that is couch co-op or online co-op, I would imagine. But we'll find out more as time goes on. So I'm a bit meh. I want to be more excited for it, and I'll do some more reaction videos of the gameplay and stuff as it comes out. But what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. I am very much in the middle. Ironically, the game is called The Medium, and I feel very medium right now. I'm right, I'm right in the middle of it. I'm not disliking it, and I'm not overly excited either. It's pulling my interest mainly because it's supernatural and there's horror elements in there. But then it kind of went down the Control sort of infamous route, and I'm a bit like, oh, we've seen this before. So as I said, unless they bring something absolutely dynamic and original to the table that hasn't been done before, then I'll start getting excited for it. And if they throw in stuff like, if it's two-player, one of you has to work in the spirit world and one of you has to work in the physical world, that'll be really cool. I hope that's going to be the case. And if they give you sort of branching storylines, so depending on whichever player does what, other things will happen in the opposite world and it will change the storyline. Hopefully you'll get some sort of consequences and actions that you can choose that will influence the ending as well. So we'll see. I'm hopeful for it, and I'm hope that it does well. I hope it brings more to the table, and with the coming months that will roll over, I would imagine we will find out more and more about this game, and hopefully get some of those details ticked and confirmed. So until then, I hope you enjoyed it, guys. Let me know in the comments what you think of the game. Please smash the thumbs up button if you enjoyed it, and let me know if you want to see more reaction videos. Until next time, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you again in the very next video. Peace!